Hello and welcome. Yes, welcome to class 232. We're moving forward. Yes, sir. There are. There is a microphone in this room. In fact, there are 2 microphones in this room. There are 3 cameras in this room. There are 3 lights in this room. There are 2 windows over there. There's 1 mirror over there. There's a globe over there on the small table. There's a globe. Globe es un globo terráqueo that you turn. There's a globe over there. There's a table right here. There are a lot of pencils here. In fact, there are 20. There are 20 pencils in the cup. And yesterday, there were 20 pencils in the cup. There were. Había. There were. Yes. How many people were there? How many people were there in Madrid 60 years ago? 60 years ago, there were about 2 million people in Madrid, or 65 years ago. In 1955, there were about 2 million people in Madrid. How many people are there in Madrid now? In Madrid proper, there are 4 million. How many people are there in Houston? In my hometown. In my hometown. Now there are 2 million people in Houston. And how many people were there 65 years ago? In 1955, there were about 750,000. 750,000, about 750,000 people. There were. All right, was there a zoo in Madrid 50 years ago? Yes, there was. The zoo in the Casa de Campo, El Zoo. Yes, there was. There was a zoo in Madrid. Was there an earthquake in Burgos last year? Un terremoto? No, there wasn't. There wasn't an earthquake in Burgos last year. Was there an earthquake? Was there an earthquake somewhere in the world last year? Yes, there was. Was there an earthquake in Missouri last year? Missouri? In the United States? No, there wasn't. Well, when was the last time there was an earthquake in Missouri? ¿Cuándo fue? La última vez que hubo. When was the last time there was an earthquake in Missouri? The last time there was an earthquake in Missouri was around 1810. 210 years ago. 1810. 1810. Were there a lot of people in Missouri 210 years ago? No, there were very few people in Missouri 210 years ago. There weren't many people. There were probably more Indians than Europeans. More Indians than what? Europeans, Europeos, Europeans. There were probably more Indians than Europeans in Missouri in 1810. Yes, that's a long time ago. And what was the population? I don't know. How big was the earthquake? It was very big. I think it was 8.2 on the Richter scale. It was a big earthquake. Was it in central Missouri? No, it wasn't. Well, where was it? It was I think it was in the southeast of Missouri, near the Mississippi River. And what was the name of the earthquake? The name of the earthquake was the New Madrid earthquake. If you go into Google and you write terremoto, Nuevo Madrid or New Madrid, you'll find the New Madrid earthquake. It was a big earthquake. Was there an earthquake in California last year? Yes, there was. Small. There are tremors all the time in California. Was there a big earthquake last year in California? No, there wasn't. Was there a big earthquake 30 years ago in California? Well, yes, there was a big earthquake in Los Angeles, and there was a big earthquake in San Francisco. All right. Was there a volcano in Spain last year? No, there wasn't. Was there a volcanic eruption in Naples in 1944? Yes, there was. There was a volcanic eruption in Naples, Nápoles, in Vesuvius in 1944. And was there an eruption last year? No, there wasn't. Were there any Japanese people in your high school? In my high school, in mi colegio de estudios secundarios. Yes, your high school. Could you repeat the question? Yes, were there any Japanese people in your high school when you were there? When I was there? No, there weren't any Japanese people. Were there any Spanish people? No, there weren't any Spanish people, Spanish students in my university. Well, how many students were there in in my high school? How many students were there in your high school when you were there? When I was studying in high school, there were almost exactly, I remember, 2,100 students. Wow, it's a big high school. Is it still there? Yes, it's still there. So how many students were there? There were 2,100. Wow. How many years were there? There were 3 years. 10th grade, 11th, and 12th. The last 3 years of secondary education was Memorial High School in Oklahoma. Yes, there were 2,100. But there weren't any Spanish students. There weren't any Japanese students, I think. Well, were there any exchange students? Estudiantes de intercambio. Yes, there were, but I don't remember where they were from. Were there any exchange students? Yes, there were, but I don't remember where they were from. I don't remember. I remember one boy, a Mexican boy, but he was visiting for only a few weeks. He was only visiting for a few weeks. Había un libro en la mesa ayer. There was a book on the table yesterday. Yes, hubo algunos libros. Hubo libros en esta habitación ayer. There were some books. No solemos decir there were books. There were some books, and there was some water over there on the table, drinking water. Yes, there were some pencils in this room. There were many items. There were some books on this table, and there were a lot of items over there on Marta's table. There were a lot of items, some and any. But there weren't any elephants in this room yesterday. There weren't any giraffes. There weren't any criminals in this room yesterday. Were there, Marta? No. There weren't any criminals in this room yesterday. So there weren't any, there were some. Yes. There were some elephants in the zoo last year, and there are some elephants in the zoo now. So, some and any. Countables. No había libros en la mesa ayer. There weren't any books on the table. Ahora escucho. No hubo ningún libro en la mesa ayer. There wasn't a book on the table. There wasn't a book on the table. No hubo libros. There weren't any books. No hay perro en mi casa. There isn't a dog in my house. No hay coches en el garaje. There aren't any cars in the garage. Cuando es plural contable, en este caso coches, no hay coches. Se dice there aren't any. Ahora, si dicen singular, no hay ningún coche delante de mi casa, se dice there isn't a car. There isn't a car. No tengo coche. I don't have a car. There isn't a car in front of my house. And yesterday there wasn't a car in front of my house. And tomorrow there won't be a car. There won't. There will not. There won't be a car in front of my house. So there isn't, There wasn't a car, there won't be a car. Pluralicemos. No hay coches delante de mi casa. Ahora mismo. There aren't any cars. No hay coche, there isn't a car. No hay coches, there aren't any cars. No hubo coche ayer, no había. There wasn't a car in front of my house yesterday. No había coches delante de mi casa. There weren't any cars. There wasn't a car. There weren't any cars in front of my house. And tomorrow, habrá coches delante de tu casa mañana. Will there be? Will there be? Will there be? Will there be any cars in front of your house tomorrow? No, there won't be any cars. Plural, aquí. There won't be any cars in front of my house. O singular. No habrá coche alguno delante de mi casa. There won't be a car in front of my house. There won't be a car. Ahora, sí habrá coches. Yes. Probably there will be some cars delante de mi casa. There will be some cars in front of my house. Seguro que habrá un coche delante. There will be a car. In fact, there will probably be some cars, a few cars. All right. So, we are doing point 2120, page 226. And now the continuation is simply explaining countable and uncountable. I don't like, as I've told you many times, personally I don't like the expression countable, uncountable. I prefer singular and plural. Yes. No hay queso en esta habitación. Queso no es contable. Trozos de queso sí, pedazos de queso sí. Lonchas de queso sí. But you say, no hay queso aquí. There isn't any cheese in this room. There isn't any milk in this room. There's some water over there. But there isn't any milk in this room. There isn't any whiskey in this room. There isn't any wine. Mark, is there any wine in this room? No? No, there isn't any wine in this room. There isn't a refrigerator in this room. And there isn't any beer in this room. Richard, is there any beer in your refrigerator? Right now, I don't think so. There isn't any beer in my refrigerator. Is there any Coke in your refrigerator? Yes, there's some Coke in my refrigerator. Is there any orange juice in your refrigerator? No, I don't think so. There isn't any orange juice in my refrigerator. Are there any oranges in your refrigerator? Yes, there are some oranges in my refrigerator, I think. Is there any cheese in your refrigerator? Yes, there is some cheese in my fridge, in my refrigerator. Is there any beef? Beef. What's beef? Beef. How do you spell it? B-E-E-F. And what does beef mean? What does beef mean? What does beef mean? It means carne de vacuno, de vaca. Is there any beef in your refrigerator? Yes, there's some beef in my refrigerator. Was there any milk in your refrigerator yesterday? Yes, there was some milk. Estoy con incontables ahora, que incontable. O sea, singular, pero abstracto, que no puedes contar. Bueno, en español se dice entre dos aguas. A veces se hace contable palabras incontables. And so, but there wasn't any milk in my refrigerator yesterday. Okay, money, money, money. Is there any money in your pocket? Yes, but not much. There's some money in my pocket. How much money is there in your wallet? There's 50 euros. Hay 50 euros. Digo, there is. Cuando es una cantidad. There are 50 euros, no solemos decir. There's 50 euros in my wallet. How much money is there in your front pocket? Here, there isn't any money in my pocket, in my front pocket. There aren't any coins. I don't have any coins. So there isn't much money in my wallet today. There isn't much money. How many pages are there in the book? There are 405 pages in the book. All right, money. Escucha la pronunciación, money. Recuerda, dinero gracioso. Funny money. Money, 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 money. Do you have any money in your pocket? Yes, I have some money in my pocket. Do you have any money? Yes, I have some money. Do you have any money in an American bank? No, I don't have any money in an American bank. Do you have any money in a French bank? No, I don't keep any money in a French bank. Do you keep any money in Switzerland? Do you have any money in Switzerland? No, I don't have any money in Switzerland. Do you have any money in the Caribbean? No, I don't have any money in the Caribbean. Are you hiding any money? Ocultando dinero. Yes, are you hiding any money? Any money? Any money, 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 money? Funny. No, I'm not hiding any money. I'm not hiding any money. Do you have any money in a Spanish bank? Yes, I have some money in 3 different Spanish banks. Do you have any money at home? No, only this money. I don't have any money. I don't keep money at home. I don't keep money at home. Yes, so if you want to rob my house, it's not recommendable. There are other houses, but I don't keep any money at home. I don't keep any money. All right, money, money, money. Money, 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 money. All right, let's go on. Some, any. Ahora, la expresión hay. Hay un libro en la mesa. Hubo ayer un libro en la mesa. Habrá mañana. Habría muchos si trajera muchos. Habría. Ha habido. Siempre ha habido libros en la mesa. Ha habido. Habría. Había habido. Puede que haya. Tiene que haber. Debe de haber. Hubiera habido. Tiene que haber, etc., etc. Siempre es there plus a form of the verb to be. Up to now, hasta ahora, up to now, we have seen there is, there are, there is a black pencil on the table, there are many, there are, there is, there are, there are many pencils in the cup. There are 19 pencils in the cup and there's 1 pencil. There are, there is. Now there aren't any pencils on the table. All of them are in the cup. A few moments ago, there was a black pencil on the table and there were 19 pencils in the cup. There were. There was a pencil. Do you remember? There was a black pencil on the table and there were 19 pencils in the cup. But now there aren't any pencils on the table because all the pencils are in the cup. But in a few moments, there will be 2 pencils on the table and there will be 18 pencils in the cup. All right, and now, so you see, I told you there would be. Te dije que habría. O te dije que iba a haber 2 lápices en la mesa y ahora ves que así hay. I told you there were going to be 2 pencils. There were going to be 2 pencils on the table. And now there are, in fact, 2 pencils on the table. And there are only 18 pencils in the cup. A few seconds ago there were 20 pencils on the cup. But I told you there was going to be 2 pencils on the table. And now there are 2 pencils on the table. And now all the pencils are back on the cup. All right. Are you ready? Are you ready for a new translation booklet? Finally, we're going to finish Unit 21. Now, Unit 21 includes a list of irregular verbs, a complete list of irregular verbs and regular verbs. Although it's cut. The regular verb list is cut. So you need to go back to page, if I can find it, you need to go back maybe to page, nope, let me find it. We need to go back to Unit 18, somewhere in Unit 18 or Unit 17, where we study where we study here we are. You need to go back to page 169 and 170. It has the complete list. But we'll come back to this many, many times. We'll come back to this many, many times. All right. I think it's list number 24. Is that right? Is it list number 24? We're at the end of unit. I think it's list number 24. So, shall we begin? Shall we start? Comenzamos. Shall we begin? Shall we start? I need to go back and look. I need to go back. Yes, it's list number 24. This is the easiest part. And we have 5 minutes. So we'll start with list 24. Are you ready? No están rotas las ventanas. No están rotas. Aren't the windows broken? Aren't the windows broken? No, they're not. Yes, they are. No, they're not. Aren't the windows broken? No es usted la única persona aquí. Aren't you the only person here? Or are there other people? Aren't you the only person here? No, I'm not. I'm not the only person here. There are some other, enlacemos, some other people. There are some other people here. Besides me. In addition to me. There are some other people here. I'm not the only person here. Aren't you? No, I'm not. ¿No son bonitos sus zapatos de ella? Aren't her shoes pretty? Aren't her shoes pretty? Isn't this table white? Aren't my shoes, no, her shoes, de ella. Aren't her shoes pretty? Yes, they are. They are. Los elefantes son grises, no? Elephants are gray, aren't they? This table is white, isn't it? Elephants are big, aren't they? Elephants live in Africa and Asia, don't they? There are some elephants in the Madrid Zoo, aren't there? Aren't there? There aren't any elephants in this room, are there? Yes, los elefantes son grises, ¿no? Elephants are gray, aren't they? Esa no es la respuesta que está en el libro. That's not the answer that's in the book. The answer in the book is different. That's not. Esa no es. That isn't, o bien that's not. That's not or that isn't. Dos formas de hacer la contracción. That's not the answer. Answer, W muda en answer. That's not the answer that's in the book. That's not the answer that's in the book. ¿Qué libro más interesante? What an interesting book. Qué habitación más curiosa. What a strange room. What an interesting room. Yes. Qué mujer más hermosa. What a beautiful woman. Yes. Qué país más interesante. What an interesting country. Qué hombre más alto. What a tall man. Con what a. So what we have here. Qué libro tan interesante. Qué libro más interesante. What an interesting book. Qué manzanas más buenas. What good apples. Al pluralizar no se dice o an. What good apples. Si fuera singular. Qué manzana más buena. What a good apple. What a good apple. Yummy, yummy. I really like it. What a good apple. Qué manzanas más buenas. What good apples. ¿Qué es? What is it? What is it, Marta? What's that? Yeah, that. What is it? That. What is it? It's a pencil. So there are 19 pencils here. Now, there are 21 pencils. I didn't know that. I didn't know there were 21 pencils. I thought there were only 20. But Marta is shaking her head. No, there are 21. There are 21 pencils. I thought there were only 20. So, that's a pencil, huh? What is it? ¿Qué es? What is it? La respuesta del director es la siguiente. The manager's answer is the following, or the director's answer is the following. The following, dos puntos, es el siguiente, o la siguiente. La respuesta es la siguiente. The answer is the following. The director's answer is the following. El dinero de la gente es el dinero del país. Okay. The people's money is the country's money. Is that true? Is the people's money the country's money? Yes, it's true. The people's money is the country's money. The people's, apostrophe S, money, 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 money. No digas money, money, por favor. Money, funny money, honey, funny money. Easter bunny, funny, money. The people's money is the country's money. Two apostrophe S's here. And finally, eso va contra las reglas. That goes against the rules. That goes against the rules. Well, what are the rules? The rules are that when Marta does the countdown, we have to stop. So that's rule number one. Marta's the boss. So I'll be back tomorrow. Take care.